and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex Syberia and I'm so excited that you've joined me today. We are going to be focusing on Alex Syberia's November 2023 release, and we're going to make these beautiful cards that you see here. But before we get started making these cards, I thought I would show you all of the products in this new release. Let's start with Midnight Bloom stamp set. This stamp set has beautiful images and a bunch of sentiments that you can use in a variety of different ways. I've used several of them on my cards today, and you will see those soon. Along with this comes the Midnight Blooms stencil set. There are 4 stencils in this set, and they create the Midnight Blooms and work in conjunction with the stamp set. And there's also a hot foil plate set. That's very exciting for those of us that love to do hot foil. Next in this collection we have the Joyful Poinsettia die. This die set creates a layering die, a layering poinsettia, as you can see here in this card that I created. There's also the Brilliant Burst hot foil plate. This creates a wonderful background, and you can see that here in this card that I created. I used rainbow hot foil on this one. The Magic Stars hot foil plate is another addition to this new collection, and you can see it here in both of these cards that I created. I hope you can see it shine in the background there. I'll try tilting and see if we can get it to shimmer. Also in this collection are stencils, and we begin with the Festive Fun stencil, which will give you lots of confetti and lots of fun things to bring the party right to your card. And then we have the Layering Lace stencil. Now I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see the stencil just a little bit better, but you can see the detail on this stencil, and you can see how I've used it here in my cards in the background with a little bit of glitter embossing, creating these beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. Next is the Holiday Wreath and Branch stencil. This comes also with a die set. It's all included in the same package. And with this set, I created this. Also used the hot foil plate in the background, but I used it just to impress into the cardstock. And of course, no collection would be complete without sentiments, and there are several in this collection. First, there is the Noel shadow and die set, and it actually has a matching hot foil plate. Then we have the Happy New Year die set and shadow, and you guessed it, it comes with its own hot foil plate. This is what it looks like. I cut it out for you, and this is what it looks like with its shadow die behind it. Then we have the Feliz Navidad sentiment and shadow die. And this is what it looks like cut out. And it also has its own hot foil plate. So that's just part of this collection from Alex Syberia Design. I hope you check her out at alexsyberiadesign.com. To make these beautiful cards that we're going to create today, the other piece in this collection is called the Snowflake Petal Cover Die. And I'm going to show you how to use this die to create these cards. So let's get started. Okay, here we go. We are going to create this beautiful card. You can see here. And this card was created using the cover plate die from Alex Syberia Designs. And it was pretty simple. Basically, use your die cut machine and cut out your cover plate die. And when you do that, then you come up with pieces that look like this. So basically, all those little pieces get cut out. Now the cardstock that I'm using here today is specialty cardstock from a big box store. So it's not expensive, it's not a name brand of anything, it's just, I thought it was pretty. I got it from a big box store. I have the blue one, and then I have a white one. And the white one is what you see here on the paper. It's all glitter cardstock. And when I cut it out, then I take the pieces, the individual pieces, and I put it in a little container like this so I don't lose them, because the pieces are small and you will probably lose them. And then I keep the white in one container and I keep the other color that I'm going to use. In this case I have pink in here, or I have the blue that you can see here on the paper. Now what I'm going to do here, it's very much like working a puzzle. I took all the little blue pieces and I separated them out on my paper here. And I took them and separated them by shape so that it was easier. Now this may seem a little tedious to some people, but it's very much like working a puzzle. And you want to put all your pieces out so you know where you're going, and then you start with the easiest pieces. And we'll talk about what those are in just a second. But then I took the frame, which is this piece here, and I have literally glued it. It's glued down to just a piece of cheap copy paper. Nothing expensive, just something to hold it, just something to give a background to these pieces here that we're going to glue. And then all you have to do is get to gluing. To do this, I find it's easier if I use my reverse tweezers. Hopefully you know what these are. Hopefully you've used these before. You squeeze, they open, you let go, they close. And it makes it easy to then grab the pieces, because you can literally get it underneath, pick up the piece, and then figure out where it goes in, just like that, in your piece. That simple, and in it goes. Now, as far as the glue is concerned, I have a little bit of glue here in my squeeze bottle, and it's a needle nose squeeze bottle. Obviously mine gets used a lot, and I think I'm going to take off this little cap here. This you use on the top of your squeeze bottle when it's not in use, so that it closes it up and keeps it from drying out. But while I'm using it, I'm just going to take it off right now, just so it doesn't get in my way. Put the squeeze bottle back on, and we're off and running. Now I'm going to glue some of these pieces in here together for you, and I'm going to do it pretty normal speed, nothing fancy, just this is how I would do it. You see where I'm coming from, where it's going, and I'm just going to glue these pieces in here for you, and then I'm going to speed up the video because you do not need to sit here and watch me glue these in for an hour that it may take. I literally will do this in front of the TV watching a program and just create the background, just create the backgrounds. But here we go. Let's get a move on. Just little drops of glue to begin with. You don't need to coat it, don't need to cover it. It's going to hold its shape. This one looked like it fit in there just perfect. And just puzzle pieces in, down, just like that. On to the next piece. Move that out of the way. And let's come over to this piece here. Has the same kind of shape. Pick up my piece. Put in the top. Put it down. And just make sure that it all connects in there. Push it down. I'm looking for where is that notch on here? And then I can come in here and I can try and see, is that it? Is that where it fits? Looks like it. Come in here, add some more glue. Got a little carried away with my glue. And I'm just going to put this piece in. I have a piece of white glitter paper that I've already cut out here, and you could just simply take it and lay it over a piece of specialty paper, and you could get a beautiful look with that. But I happen to like the look of inlay, and that's what I'm doing here, is getting the inlay. Okay, so I'm just putting in my last piece in this shape here. That's this one here, and then I can move on to another shape. Okay guys, we are about 15 minutes into this. That's as long, all it's taken me. And as you can see, I have those little pieces that are sitting around. I kind of dry fit them before I put them in, just to make sure they fit in the right spot. Put in my glue, and then I'm able to just puzzle piece these right in. This speeds up the process, makes it easy to do, as you can see here. Tweezers are invaluable. You could use a pickup stick, but for me, the tweezers work best. So as you can see, the glue gives me a little wiggle time so I can make sure it fits right in. Everything's in place. Now, when you get to this point, all you're going to do is grab your scissors and cut all the way around, kind of under just a little bit, so that you get a nice, clean shape. You could use a paper cutter to do this, but I like to kind of undercut just a little bit so that I can not have that paper show when I put it on my card base. And that's that. You have a beautiful, shiny base, so pretty, on a piece of just regular old copy paper, no big deal. Next step is simple. Card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to put glue on the back of our piece. Not a ton, just enough to keep it glued on. And attach it to our card base. And you are done. It is that simple. Put it together, just a little bit of time, right in front of the TV. Relax, take your time, and you can do this. All you have to do now is just simply add your sentiment. And you can see that this can be done in a whole bunch of different colors. We've done blues. These are the opposite. This is using the blues in here, more colors, more bases, and create truly beautiful cards. These are lovely to use for New Year's, any holiday. I mean, all holidays should be glittery and shiny, in my personal opinion. Why wouldn't you? And that's it, guys. It's that simple. Please check out Alex Syberia's November release. Beautiful products to work with, easy to do, beautiful cards to create. Hope to see you again.